Welcome to Willow Cottage, our new commercial conversion project in Yate, which is a town just northeast of Bristol. This is a former care home, and we're going to be converting it over the next 12 months into 9 lovely apartments. And I'll take you on inside so we can talk a bit more about the project. My name's James Adams. I'm the Managing Director of Fairholm Group. This project is being run as a joint venture with local developers, West Country Partnerships, and we're going to hear a bit more from my business partner Ed shortly. Willow Cottage is located in Yate, which is a commuter town about 15 minutes from Bristol. And one of the things that drew us to this project is actually the really convenient location of the building. So not only are we very close to Bristol, we've also got historic Chipping Sodbury about 5 minutes up the road. We've got excellent transport links, and also the main shopping centre is just literally a few yards away. Aside from the excellent location, we also really liked the building itself. It's got a really long heritage, so the front cottage building actually dates back to 1766. So it's got a really nice Georgian feel to it, and that we think is going to add character to the development and ultimately make the flats really attractive to future buyers. Not only does the building have a really nice heritage to it, but it's also on a really, really big plot. So the building itself is about 8,000 square feet, and we've got plenty of parking to the front and also a secondary car park to the back, plus lots of amenity space, which is really going to be a big value add for our ground floor flats. We were also attracted to this project because it has full planning in place, and so given the delays with planning as it currently is, both here and in the rest of the country, it meant that we've got a shovel-ready project that we can move straight into and don't have the risk of further planning delays.
I'm Ed Morgan from West Country Partnerships. We run a contracting business in the local area. There are 3 key aspects of this development, one being the utilities. There is a number of changes to the utility supply, namely being water, electric, gas and telecoms to each apartment. Running that infrastructure through an existing building can be a challenge. Secondly, we have the demolition aspect of this project, where we have some of the existing walls, some of them being hundreds of years old. So we've got some walls which are 4 foot thick, for example, that we're going to be breaking through and making a patio door. As you can imagine, that's going to involve some new structural members to the building and a fair amount of disruption. Lastly, we have the roof of this building. The roof structure of the oldest part of the building is to be renewed as necessary. We're going to be repairing it so that it can continue to live for another 300 years.
The scheme is for 9 units, which is a mixture of 1-bed, 2-bed and 3-bedroom apartments, some of them with outside amenity space and all with parking. We actually sourced this deal on market through a local land agent, and the purchase price for the building was $815,000, and we're estimating that our build cost will be somewhere in the region of £1 million, with an end GDV figure in excess of 2.5 million. So as with any conversion project, we're anticipating there's going to be some challenges along the way in terms of the build, not least because of course we're dealing with a very, very old building, 18th century building at the front of the site. And so we've got low ceilings, we've also got a solid slab on the ground floor, and so fitting our M&E and other services into that older part of the development is going to be a real challenge. In terms of an exit for this scheme, we're intending to hold some of the properties in our portfolio, but also to sell some of the smaller flats. And we anticipate that our target market for the renters will be young professionals, possibly looking for a slightly cheaper alternative to renting in central Bristol. We've got a train station very close to here with regular services into Bristol, so it's really convenient from that point of view, but we've also got the motorway network right on our doorstep, so certainly young professionals I think will be our target market for both rent and also for sales. We've got an exciting 2024 ahead with lots of projects in the pipeline in and around the Bristol area. And if you'd like to hear more about the Willow Cottage project or any of our future pipeline projects, we'd love to hear from you. Please do get in touch.